Wise looks like he knows what Heath was up to, so yeah, he goes for his purple first.
And Heath, as usual, he's going to try to disrupt with Courtesy helping. It'll be quite difficult because, again, the Aldous pickup, it's actually... It can survive invade relatively well. It's not the tankiest presence, but it's a tankier presence compared to what we're usually seeing from junglers.
Yup, and looking at Heath here, using that shield on Matilda, running right on through, spending that Cyclone Eye. Eson, not much he could do here in this early game. Liking how the EXP equilibrium between these two tanks are working out. It's not like they're missing out.
Yeah.
This is just Heath doing Heath things.
Yeah, and Heath things here have to be balanced out because Heath, when he went up against Onyx, non-stop, pure disruption, pure invading here. But if he's not careful, in your face, exactly. But if he's not careful, he might end up giving away stacks to Wise if Wise can land the last hit on him to secure a kill. Yep. Now Wise here still relatively undisturbed. Heath has been showing up, but not that big of a problem. Already hitting level 4 here. So this might be a problem for Omega come the turtle fight, but he already uses the Chase Fate right away.
All right, here we go. That's one. And using the Guiding Winds.
Good save.
Wow.
Right at the edge.
Yep. Dashes, the speed ups, plus the Guiding Winds. Oh, Omega knows what's up.
Yeah, so Heath as well, you know, he's just happy that Courtesy's there in the mid lane, so in case he needs a quick exit, the man will be there to help him out here. So
hop on.
Yeah, hop on. The turtle fight is going to be something we're going to have to keep a close eye on, especially how Venus and Wise are going to be positioning themselves as Omega already start off and already take it.
Hajizi here has a turtle buff, and in they go from the back lines. Toshi dives in. Actually, it's an off-camera kill. Omega forcing the issue. Eson using the flicker. Kenji uses the poisons already. He's rolling out. He wants to catch the big old tree, and Hajizi takes him out. And just like that, they want to go for more. They are going to bother Wise. Dannery, where you going? And they are going to continue the onslaught. Heath doing Heath things. The rest of Omega recall and center back.
Surprised there by Kenji's popping off the flicker straight into the Unity wheel bump there, and they might pick out Edward here.
Oh, that's going to be the deadly magics placed
in.
Not even traded. Oh, but he does.
Still got it.
At this 2 minutes, 50-second game, the Bosch is not tough enough to take even minion hits.
Yep, but Kenji should be happy.
Yeah, but nonetheless,
he got,
it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is, and he got those 2 assists here. So I like the aggression, the tempo that Omega is showing here. They need to be aggressive as they can without giving unnecessary kills, because the Blacklist lineup with a lot of focus on Oheb's Harith and then as well as Wise's Aldu, that's scaling. That needs time. Aldu needs time to get his stacks. Oheb needs time to get his farm up. So with Omega upping the tempo here, with how they're playing, it's a great way to respond to the lineup that Blacklist has fielded. Now, it's a ticking time bomb, because come that mid-game when Oheb is online and Wise can tank a good amount of damage and burst someone down with a good hit with an empowered basic attack with all that stacks, Omega are going to have problems to face if they don't have the proper response.
So as it is, I guess the real ultimatum goes down to Omega. This is their game to lose.
Yeah.
They are in the driver's seat right now. Wise doesn't have much to do, really. And Courtesy goes in. Flicker already used up. Circling Eagle still waiting. Down goes Wise. And they don't even need to use the Circling Eagle. They know that they have it under control. Zaman Force already committed. Off camera. Down bottom. Kenji uses the poison trying to clear the wave, forcing Edward for an answer. And just like that, we see Venus. Oh, Venus is not in a good place. But Toshi gets blasted with the help of Oheb. And Heath gets a few hits in. Doesn't get the finish. And just like that, I'm wondering what happened up top.
Yeah, a bit of a careless kill to give there by Toshi. Something that, you know, small mistakes. Usually we don't see it come from that man. But then it happens, you know, things happen in the pro scene. But Toshi, off to a hot start, 2 kills already, 1 death, and he already got to pick up his Corrosion Scythe. So he's still in a good tempo in terms of getting the items to the farm.
Yeah, still ahead. This might be a nice turtle fight here. Venus already pops
Watch
the
out
ult,
for Wise.
healing, and there's a turtle take. Are they going to commit? Kenji goes Flicker out, and now they're waiting for the right timing. All ults up for the side of Omega. Heath spacing them out. Again, I was going to say, this is a fight I was willing to take if I was Omega, but just the same, they might have better plans.
Yeah, and with already 2 turtles onto the side of Omega here, that's more delay. Now on the side of Blacklist, Hajizi playing this really well as well. 2 kills already. And Curteezy, man, on this Matilda has been incredibly disruptive. He plays it as how Venus plays the Matilda. Aggressive. I'll show up in your jungle. I'll show up to where you don't think I will be, and I'll burst you down with all that Soul Bloom stacks that I've had gathered moving around the map. So great stuff here that we're seeing from Curteezy, and he's really supplementing the tempo that Omega is trying to set.
Oh, they put a death mark on the Wise. There's the deadly magic.
Here comes Kenji.
There's all the skills. Wise is going to survive.
Flying.
And
he stopped
one
it.
more, looking for another, and he gets a
Oh.
stack on his ult, getting him down, and they might find the revenge kill onto Mr. Fundamental. It took a while, but Oheb eventually gets the kill, 1 for 1, but it's a trade that I think Omega's willing to take any day.
Yeah, let's see if they're going to continue this fight. Just going to poke things out, and they won't anymore. Miscalculation there a bit by Wise, thinking that he was already safe with the distance that he was able to set up for himself with the chase fade. It was a, well, I can't blame him for stopping. Because
Honestly.
if he got a little bit closer to Toshi, Toshi might be able to land the last hit on him.
Yeah,
So he decided to play it safe. I'll stop by where Venus is, just get a bit of heal. Let's see if it will work out, but it just didn't.
It honestly was quite a tight pickle. Edward here,
Yeah.
gonna survive, but just with enough HP, but I think Omega's happy to take a turret anyways. Honestly, back to that last moment for Wise. He was stuck between a rock and a hard place, Reptar.
Yeah.
There was just no good call. Save for maybe if he got the V fast enough.
Yeah.
Get the heals, but just the same, how much life would have the Estes given him?
Yeah.
Especially with, 3 members of Omega chasing you.
Yeah, and he was like 1 or just 2 hits away from
Yep.
going down. So yeah, it was a really difficult spot here. And let's see if BLACKLIST will be able to get finally their first turtle of the game.
Yep, Esson blasted here with the deadly magics. Well placed. He is spacing them out. They know that he has the ult. They know that he have the Dryad's Wrath. But right now, Turtle goes over to BLACKLIST. Esson falls. There's the crossbow of Tang. They're underneath the red turtle,
Bursted.
but they're losing. Edward survives. Heath, can he finish the job here? Can he
get
get one
close.
more? He knows he
Oh.
can't force it. He knows he's going to lose if he does. Wise gets one. And just like that, he goes in and steals the orange. What an opportunist.
Already secure the ultimate opportunist. Wise playing really well to how BLACKLIST usually plays. Just do everything you can to give this man space. But Venus needs space right now.
And Venus gets a good amount of hits from Heath. Oheb, he has pretty good items on him. I can see that after only a couple of hits, he forces Heath back. Omega, as great as the early game is, BLACKLIST is still in this. Actually, they're only down about 400 gold, now just 2. Wise might be onto something here.
Yeah, that was a well-placed, going back into the team fight that happened earlier, well-placed Wrath of Dryad by Esson because it delayed the retreat there of Omega and opened up the burst for BLACKLIST International to secure those kills. That's something else we also have to look for, the X factor in team fights here for BLACKLIST International. Where will Esson place that Wrath of Dryad?
Where and when?
Where and when, yes.
Yep, Heath here going to be spotted out. Curteezy looking for a target. Zamina Force already committed.
Hajizi.
Hajizi gonna get blasted. Oh, flicker into the back lines. He gets baited out. It's Hajizi who gets hit by the space escape right behind the rest of BLACKLIST. Ooh, tough one.
Yeah, tough. And now this time it's Hajizi stuck between a rock and a hard place. Not a lot of places for him to go there, and this will be a free tower for BLACKLIST International. Now, Toshi earlier picked up the Demon Hunter Sword, so already has his 2 core items in there, but a fight might break out here in the purple if Omega decide to force it out there now. But Heath distances himself a little bit safely, but this could be a bad spot here for BLACKLIST. They're kind of surrounded right now by Omega members. They have a good amount of numbers though. No one's gonna pull the trigger just yet as the Lord spawns here. Who is gonna bite the dust first?
Wrath of the Dryad already pulled, as well as the Puissance. That's a couple of ults used up on the side of BLACKLIST. They try to catch Heat from the back lines. They collapse on him, but they disengage. Reptar, it's an intricate dance they're both doing here, the dynamics between these two lineups. But as the minutes tick by, Wise is just getting bigger and bigger.
As well as Oheb, who only has 1 death already, a kill and 4 assists under his name, and Venus will get bursted.
Deadly Magic, is it enough? The answer is no. The Aegis saves him.
Oh, he's alive.
And that's going to be a kill onto Heath. Down he goes. Edward takes advantage. The heals are from the Estes. It's not enough. That's going to be 1 more taken away. Curteezy falls.
Crossbow.
That's a nice come around from Toshi from the back lines. Crossbow tag. That's a double.
Oh.
Venus and Edward come down, and they're going to collapse onto Wise.
Wise.
Wise
Oh.
falls. Kenji gets the revenge kill. Only OM stands. Ezon just respawned. Reptar,
Wow.
down.
2 for 2. one thing that I feel like I also heard that our partners over there in the Tagalog stream featured is that Kenji just rolled through that fight. It initially started with Venus getting bursted down by the Deadly Magic, the Aegis saving himself. Well placed Zaman Force there. Look at Kenji just roll by. He was immobilized, so he couldn't move his wheel, so that delayed him just a bit.
And again, this Instant Replay is brought to you by Oppo A94. And it's that delay, it's that one moment that Omega capitalized on that left Toshi up in the air, getting mad air, getting a double, and eventually evening the odds, actually winning the fight in the long run.
Yeah, good thing he was able to get that crossbow off right at the nick of time there. If he didn't, that would have been a big win trade there for Blacklist International.
Just say at the nick of Tang.
At the nick of Tang. Yes.
That's free. That's on the house.
Exactly.
You got it. I'm here all weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, back to the matchup. Lord coming up, a minute away from being luminous. But again, despite losing that last team fight, Blacklist still has the advantage. They're owning the map here. And Wise, they've been doing so good of a job of isolating him, but in a good way. He gets free goes. He gets free stacks.
Now, Kenji already picked up the Athena shield, so it should help out with disrupting the backline, especially the damage coming out from that Paris already hurts. But Esson's gonna get caught out here.
Rather the Dryad pulled in. There's the
Hajizi.
heals from the sidelines. Hajizi spraying down
wow.
them cards, dealing damage, and just like that, green dots all lost for Blacklist. Only Oheb has a Zaman Force. All the while, Wise pushed a big fat wave down bottom.
Yeah, one of the toughest teams to tower dive against, Blacklist International. Yes, tower diving has gotten even more difficult, of course, with the adjustments that happened to the towers early on this season. But then against Blacklist, against a lineup that has an Estes, even more difficult there. Omega tried it out, but I think they will try not to do that as much, seeing as how Hajizi is almost taken down there. Just one hit from the tower took him down by like 30-40%.
If I may say, we are way past the point wherein turrets help out in the juggles. Turrets no longer have the shield. They no longer give you the damage reduction. But you already mentioned it, Reptar. The presence of the Estes brings that back essentially.
Yeah.
Like instead of damage reduction, you get a buffer on your health.
Yeah.
And Blacklist International, that's what they like, that's what they want. So that being said, they do have an advantage here in the Lord, putting it at about 3/4 health, all the while Toshi was pushing up top. I wonder, will Wise pull the trigger on the chase? Fate, Esson getting blasted here. Kenji, everyone has their ults by the way. Mind you, Heath here, missing out. I wonder how many stacks he has, not so much, so he can really only use it to finish. Let's see where the very, very important, the significant attack will come from. Edward gets hit by the Deadly Magic, he survives.
Yep. Great use of an eye for an eye there to help avoid that damage. Toshi, key item pick up for him here, Sea Halberd. So that's a lot of healing reduction on the side of Omega. You already have that Baksha mark. You also get that from Toshi. And as well as he already has the Wind of Nature, so he'll be able to dodge out the physical damage that Blacklist can dish out.
Essentially just click it when the chase fate happens, but underneath the turret, this is going to be a forced push. Pop in multiple ults for the sake of that tier 1 turret. I'd say it's worth it for Blacklist. They're pushing back Omega. They're making more space for this Lord eventually. But let's see if Omega can capitalize.
Blacklist are triggering fights when they know Toshi is preoccupied. They respect the heck out of that 1-1 pick right now. And when they see 1-1 in another side of the map, that's when they'll be a little bit more aggressive.
Zaman Force here, dropped in by Oheb just to push him back. Kenji answers back with a Poissons himself. And, ooh, they're just going back and forth, back and forth.
Yep. And again, it's just a game of chicken between these two teams. If Omega can find the right timing of initiating a team fight with Blacklist International just caught off guard, and they have Toshi with them who's not preoccupied with handling the side lanes, because they've sent Wise into essentially what's the duty of the XP laner, which is split pushing, which is the right call because that's an Aldous anyway.
This might be it though. Let's see. Can Wise survive?
Oh, wow!
Instant takes out Hajizi. Wise survived a 3v1 gank with the Blacklist squad coming up for the backup. Cortese gets caught by the tip of the Zaman Force. Oheb gets him 2 for none so far. It's a bait by Wise. Kenji falls. Ladies and gentlemen, Blacklist International has pushed in top lane. They're threatening to push the penetrate onto the tier 1. Might even be a finish, Reptar.
It might actually be 4 and 5 kill. That's what we're looking for here in Blacklist International. Look at Oheb go straight for Toshi.
Let's see, Heath and Toshi. There's some firepower here, but is there enough?
No more minion waves?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to say it. Aldous, 100% win rate in the MPL Philippines.
First game.
It's gonna be Blacklist
Oh my
taking this.
goodness! What the heck did we just witness? A bait play by Wise. He loaded up the chase fate, stopped it, and he decided, you know what, I'll just take this fight instead.